What's up, humans, and welcome to a Monday Psicoactivo. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We have a bunch of different reports coming from New Jersey. It's been overtaken by drones. And I have a few things that I want to tell you guys about. First of all, uh, there were two statements, one from the New Jersey governor and the other one from Mine Hill, New Jersey, Sam Morris, the mayor of that town. The fact that they are already talking about this in such serious fashion can only make me see that a lot of people, even in government, have no idea what we're dealing with. And earlier in the week, you saw how Ross Coulthard reported that he's been getting multiple videos from different parts of the world. Russia, China also are getting swarmed by these drones. And I have been getting a lot of different videos and reports of these drones from New Jersey, but also people from other parts of the world who see orbs and other types of craft, what seem like craft above. Let's hear from the New York governor first. Okay, here's the clip.
The drones in New Jersey, in Morris County, 20, I don't know how many mayors sent a letter to you this morning asking for a clarification. What can you tell us? What is going on, and why is it taking so long to come up with an explanation?
Yeah, it's a good, I don't blame people for being frustrated. Let me say, most importantly, right up front, we see no evidence, and I say we, this includes Homeland Security, FBI, Secret Service, our state police, authorities at all levels of government. The most important point to say is we don't see any concern for public safety. That's number one. Number two, having said that, it's really frustrating that we don't have more answers as to where they're coming from and why they're doing what they're doing. We had last night 49 sightings. I think 20 of them were over 100. Now those include, I think I saw one mistaken a fixed-wing aircraft, a plane, a small Piper Cub, for instance, for a drone, or you saw one and that counts, and then I saw the same one and that counts. So we think these are overstated, but it's a non-zero number. I was on with the White House and Homeland Security leadership literally at the very top yesterday for pretty much all day. I'm hoping we'll get answers sooner than later. I would just ask folks to continue to let the FBI or their local law enforcement know when they see something, and we'll continue to do everything we can with our federal partners to get clearer answers.
Why is it so hard to get answers?
These are apparently as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark. And, we're obviously most concerned about sensitive targets and sensitive critical infrastructure. So we've got military assets, we've got utility assets, we've got the president-elect's one of his homes here. This is something we're taking deadly seriously. We've gotten good cooperation out of the feds, but we need more, and that was my plea.
Finally, how much longer do you think?
I don't know, but if we have news, I'll let you know. The minute we know something, I'm not going to hide it under a bushel.
Governor, you have people saying, I saw a drone and it was spraying something, or I saw a drone crash in my yard and it set off an alarm when I tried to go near it. There's a lot of fear amongst New Jersey residents. I mean, what is your message?
Well, the message I just gave. But by the way, we're not aware of any nefarious drone that has crashed, or if there is one that's crashed, could someone please call me and let me know where that is? There are a couple of rumored downings for one reason or another. One of them was a toy, the other one was never found. But having our hands on equipment that's on the ground would be helpful, no question about it.
Yeah. So what he said was very interesting to me. The fact that he says, as soon as you lay eyes on them, they go dark. That is consistent with the type of behavior that some of these so-called UAP have had over the years. Just reacting to people looking at them. That is organic behavior. It's not mechanical behavior. So I would like for the New Jersey governor to clarify whether what does he mean by lay eyes on it? Does he mean like lay eyes on it as in with a radar system and that's when they react? Because that would be mechanical and that would make sense of some type of advanced technology, man-made, that can detect radio frequencies or radar frequencies. If he means lay eyes on it as in people just looking up and trying to see what that is, then they go dark, that is organic behavior. That is some sort of animalistic instinctual behavior. It's not mechanical. So I would want some clarification on that. And also, he just seems dumbfounded like the rest of us. What are these? I just want to know. I do got to say, man, that most of the footage that we've seen from New Jersey, these lights and these machines do seem like they seem to be man-made. I mean, they're not demonstrating any type of the observables that the UFO high ups keep saying. It is weird that they have like multiple colored lights. I know that there have been already a bunch of people linking to pages of drone manufacturers, but these drones, man, they stay there for like 15, 16 hours nonstop. That means they have some sort of new battery that lasts that long. Commercial drones don't have that kind of technology. That can only be military grade. And also the type of lights and the variety of lights and shapes is also really strange because some of them are triangular, some of them are shaped like planes, some of them seem to be some kind of construct that is really weird at first glance. Some of them seem to be like, they seem like ships, like this one. Check it out. That looks like a drone, yeah, but it has a weird shape, like some type of weird craft shape. And it's like hundreds of them. And I don't know, it's really weird. I would be really unsettled if I lived in New Jersey and I would be looking at this, not knowing what the hell it is. And not even the government can tell me something straight. That's really weird. I don't know what it is. I happen to think that a lot of these could be drones, but we do got to make a distinction. Before that, I want you to hear Major Sam Morris from Mine Hill, New Jersey, talking about this on News Nation. So here it is.
Mayor Sam Morris in Mine Hill Township is experiencing some of this activity. Mayor, thank you, first of all, for your time. You've seen these drones. Before we talk about the theories on the source of them, kind of just describe what you've experienced.
Been hearing about them, but last Tuesday night, a resident in town, one of my neighbors on my block, said that there were 8 overhead over our elementary school and municipal complex, which are, on the same block. So I got in my car and I rode around here. And by the time I got around here, which is only about a half-mile ride, the drones had all moved east over the town of Dover, New Jersey, kind of in between us. There's a large county park, and they were everywhere. I have a video of it was 4 with a kind of a stationary drone. What it appeared to us was there was one drone that was just stationary, and 4 were going back and forth in a scanning pattern. I'm a little older, so I would, look like Pong from back in the day, right? Back, forth, and they went over the town of Dover. I went down into Dover to see a better look, get some more pictures, and they moved east again. And that was my own personal observation. I have residents reporting, last night some residents reported that there were, over various times of the evening, they were watching, and there were 12 over our lake. these, and they can't get pictures because they come out really grainy, and they're still like little dots on cell phones. I'm hoping some folks with some really good equipment can get out there. I know there's a fellow in town who has infrared night equipment who's going out tonight looking. He's going to try to see if he can get.
So that's two officials from New Jersey, two politicians, sitting politicians, talking about the issue, and just as confused as we are. I do gotta make a distinction that some people have been reporting orbs that are just single colored, and one person who has been documenting orbs for years now is Chris Bledsoe, who wrote the famous book UFO of God. Those who have read his book will already tell you that some of them don't believe at all what Mr. Bledsoe says. Some of them do. I know that Danny Jones went to his house in, I think it's North Carolina, to try and be with him when these orbs appeared to him. And Danny Jones was mesmerized, to say the least. He still doesn't know how those orbs appear and what these orbs are. But only recently we saw that Chris got a new equipment for recording these. So I'm going to show you one of the most recent videos of one of these orbs with this new camera that Chris has. So you can see the difference between these drones and the orbs that Chris Bledsoe is reporting, which I think are completely different to the drones. And I know I interviewed Paul, who now goes by Spidey Paul or something, UFO Spidey Paul or something like that on Twitter, because his previous account, Paul's Portal, was taken down. But he and multiple people on UFO Twitter had been reporting that they have seen these orbs appearing near them. And some of them recorded them, and they have a bunch of recordings of them. And those are similar to what Chris Bledsoe experiences, but they are very different from the New Jersey drones. So here's a clip of Mr. Chris Bledsoe and this orb he recorded with new equipment. Here it is.
I had orbs right over me, flashing me right now while I'm filming this one.
Yeah, so it's probably a good thing to know how different these things are. This difference in variety of sightings does remind me of an old 1561 painting. It's a broadsheet by Hans Glaser. He described a mass sighting of celestial phenomena in the town of Nuremberg in Germany on April 14, 1561. There's a famous painting and all the description that goes there, but you can see the wide variety of different things that people allegedly saw in the skies. Skeptics do say that this phenomenon could have been some type of atmospheric phenomenon, but it is really striking that you can see all types of shapes like crosses and cylinders and a black triangle below, and then you see orbs, and then you see other types of stuff. But it is really weird how it's kind of reminiscent to what's going on right now. I want to hear your thoughts on what this is, because it's really weird. That triangular object that below is also very similar to multiple triangular object sightings and reports that have been happening since like the 70s or 80s. So it's weird. I don't know what these are, but it's important to know that there are distinct types. Some of them do seem mechanical and man-made, others don't. You got to keep that in mind always. And man, we got to find out what these are, because they're described as SUV sized drones. Those are very big. And the fact that no one knows what these may be, and people are reporting them also in China and Russia, which was one of the first hypotheses that these were either Chinese or Russian new tech that they're just flaunting in front of us, because we can't really do anything about it. But now, the fact that they are seeing those too makes me think that these could be, if they're man-made, these could be some kind of new technology from a private entity. And that gets into a lot of conspiracy theories that I don't want to get into, because I don't think it's constructive, but you already know where this is going. A private entity showing off this new technology, kind of like making us realize that nobody can do anything about it, not even governments. So if that's the case, I can only remember this clip from Eric Weinstein that was very recent on the show Trigonometry, where he talks about something is going to happen with physics or with science, and it's already seems to be happening. Here's a clip.
I think that what happens next is that the string theory juggernaut that is blocking the exit is about to die. And there are huge things happening right now. Something huge is about to happen, gentlemen. And that is that we are about, I think, to go beyond the standard model and general relativity. And if you think about Richard Nixon as putting in the speed limit of 55 miles an hour around 1974, something like that, which lasted until the mid-90s. We've had the speed limit being the speed of light, or C, since 1905 until the present. And just imagine if the successor theory to Einstein's general theory of relativity doesn't have the same restrictions. Instead of fantasizing about wormholes or time dilation or generation ships, you may find that there are new degrees of freedom. And if you want to talk to me about what I'm really excited about, what I'm really optimistic about, is I'm hopeful that we're going to recapitulate within physics something that happened in technology. What about possible free energy? What about the idea of dark chemistry? Physics has been the provider of our economy. The World Wide Web comes from it, the semiconductor, all of molecular biology was founded by physicists. And physics at its highest level has been dead since 1973. The thing that governs it is called the Lagrangian. The Lagrangian of our world has not moved in 51 years. And 40 of those years have been taken up by string theory blocking the exit.
If this is the case, and something new was already discovered, new form of propulsion or something, that makes things a lot more difficult, because just adds up to the ongoing conflict. And it is still the biggest story that I've ever thought I could ever think of, because new science could have potentially been discovered. We still don't know. But if that's the case, if this is man-made, we discovered new physics or new science, this can change everything. If this is the case, again, it's hard to tell what's what. There are different things in the sky, different types of shapes, different types of lights. Some of them move quicker than others. Others stay there stationary for 15, 16 hours. Others are just orbs, as the ones that have been reported over the last decade or so, maybe before that too. Funny enough, we still haven't seen like saucer-shaped craft, which is kind of weird in my opinion, but we have seen the triangles. So Man, this is so confusing. But I think it was worth talking about this because there's a lot of debate going on. A lot of people that want to find a prosaic explanation for everything are saying that these are all drones, that we shouldn't worry about it. But if they are, and people can't say what they are, or they're not making a fuss about it, new tech was discovered, or new tech is being displayed in front of our eyes. That is also a major story. So we got to talk about it. And I know that people get frustrated to those that straight go to aliens and non-human civilization visiting us. I know how frustrating this can be for some, but we got to be a little more, I don't know, a little less aggressive when we question stuff. It's okay to question, but there's a way of questioning things. And you can pretty much tell in the first sentence when someone is being aggressive on purpose and when someone is genuinely curious and just asking a question, you know? And I think that we need to learn how to communicate these things so we can not be defensive from the beginning, you know? I really truly believe that. So let me know what you think these are in the comments. If you have any videos of orbs that you recorded or these drones, you can check my email on the channel's description and I'll let you know if that is worth sharing somewhere. And I'll share whatever I find fascinating. I will share on my channels. So I'll give you credit and everything, obviously. But let me know if you recorded something really up close. Send it to me, please. I would love to study that more closely with specialists that I know that can help us. So let me know. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Everything helps for the channel so it can keep growing. We're about to hit 11,000 subscribers. So thank you for the support. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there's a bunch of links in the description. Take your pick. If you don't, that's fine. Just by sharing and commenting and all that, that costs you nothing. You're already helping the channel tremendously. So thank you. And without further ado, I'll see you guys on Tuesday's video. Bye.